Good morning. This is Glade. It is Tuesday, July 7th, and I haven't been making too many videos just because there hasn't been a whole lot going on. Been rather slow around here for honey flow. We have some coming in, and maybe more than I think. And I've just been adding a box here and a box there, and I'm actually getting to the point where I've got quite a few boxes out. I'm a little surprised that that's happened, but I'll take it. Take any honey I can get this year. I didn't think I was going to hardly get anything, and I'm not going to get tons, but I am going to get a little bit. So I'm out today actually stacking a few more honey supers. And hopefully in the next month, we've got about a month left in our flow, or month and a half. Here about the middle of August, I'll be pulling all my honey off, and then whatever they make from there on out, I let them keep and try to just get them heavy for winter. So the plan is today just stack a few supers, and hopefully they've made a little bit of honey. I am going to pull some honey off of one of my yards, just because I'm completely out. I've used all my honey from last year, and it's gone. So I need a little bit of honey so I have some to sell. So I am going to pull a few supers today, and just do a little bit of a harvest. Hopefully I catch it. If I pull these honey supers now, the honey won't be quite as dry as this year as it was last year. Last year it was super dry. I was down in the 12% range for moisture content, and just incredibly dry. And that makes it hard to deal with. So I'm going to try and pull a little sooner this year and see if we can't hopefully keep it from drying out quite as much. But I'll just show you kind of what my yards are looking like. Some of them are doing pretty well, and some of them haven't done much. So I'll flip you around here and show you this yard. So this is my new yard, and as you can see, the hives are doing fairly well. They're all ready for another box. Some of them only have two, and this one right here has just gone nuts, has already a honey super full and is ready for another one. These other two over on this side, these two, and the two in the back here, they're ready for a honey super. And then just these three, this one and these two, they'll get their third box and hopefully draw that out. So that's the plan for this yard. But for a brand new yard, they've done quite well, I think. And considering April and May was a disaster weather-wise, so what they've mostly done is in the last month have really kind of taken off and drawn out some comb and filled some boxes. So pleased, they should be okay for winter. So we'll get into this yard, stack a few supers, and then we'll go to the next yard. All right, we've got this yard supered up, so they're ready to go for a little while. Probably the last supers I'll add this year, unless something really goes crazy out there. Then I probably won't be adding any more after this. Hopefully this will last them for a couple of weeks. If one of these farmers out here doesn't cut their alfalfa, then I might be tempted to add another super. But from what I've seen, I think this is probably the last supers I'll add for this yard. So they've done quite well for a new yard. Pleased. especially given this nasty, ugly spring we had. Off to the next yard. All right, here's my next yard. And this is usually my best yard, but this year it just has not done all that great. Most of them do have a honey super on. The one's got 2, but for the most part, they've really not done well this year. Mainly just because of the weather, and the bees look okay, but there's just nothing out there to forage on. So they're bringing in a little bit of something. I'm hoping, I haven't been into these hives for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. So I'm hoping I'm pleasantly surprised that they found something to bring in and these boxes are full. But I'm not going to hold my breath. So I'm going to hurry and do a quick peek and see if these boxes are ready to pull. If so, I'm going to pull off the honey super, and I'll give them another box just so they've got plenty of room, and if they can make another super of honey, that'd be great. All right, I've got this yard done for today. I've added a few honey supers, and I've got 1, 2, 3 bee escapes on. I'll come back tomorrow and harvest that box that's above the bee escape. And the other supers are filling, but they're not full yet. Some of them could use a little bit of room, so I gave them a honey super. So yard looks a little better, looks a little more productive. Hopefully they'll fill those supers in the next month. That'd be great. Let's go to the next yard. Okay, here's the next yard. As you can see, the blue boxes are honey supers, so I've stacked a few. I got a couple of hives that are struggling though, and I'm going to get into these just to see what they're doing and see if there's any honey here that I can pull. And hopefully there's a little bit. I could hopefully pull, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 boxes maybe. That'd be great. But it's pretty dry out here. This bottom half of the field, the farmer's not going to water it the rest of the year because they're going to be out of water. So he's just concentrating on this upper half, and this is gonna, I think he'll put just enough water on it to keep it alive, but that'll be about it. So other than that, I guess I'd better hurry. We keep getting these little pop-up thunderstorms, rain cloud, and they come through, produce some wind and not a lot of rain. So hurry and get into it before that gets here. I got this yard prepped and ready to pull a couple of supers off of. I had 3 that I'm going to pull. This one, and this one on the end. The rest of them, the supers aren't quite ready to pull yet. This little one out here on this end is ready for another box. So I think I'll bring that out tomorrow when I come and pull these supers off. And I'm going to make a little bit of honey off these hives, but they should all have 3 boxes for honey supers on, and as you can tell, they don't. Anyway, we'll take what we get again. We got a little bit of a rainstorm. It came through, and the wind blew. We got a few drops, and that was it, which is pretty typical. So I've got one more yard to look at. It's the one that's been doing the best. I should get a few more honey supers off of it. I'm not sure if I'll pull it today or maybe tomorrow. With a little bit of cloud cover, it's not too bad out here. Temps are high 80s, but the cloud cover's making it much more bearable to be out here and work. So anyway, I'll off to the next yard, I guess. Okay, here's my next yard, and I kind of left this one to last just because it's got the most supers on out here. So I'm going to probably try and pull some of these supers off completely. I don't have any more escape boards, so I'm just going to use fume boards and pull these supers off. Hopefully things work out okay. Again, we got a little rain cloud that'll come through and drop a few drops, and the wind will blow, and that'll be that. But here's next yard. This yard should look a little different when I get done. Okay, this yard pulled. Looks a little different. Added a few empty supers back. Hopefully they'll fill them. And tomorrow I'll go pull the boxes that I put over bee escapes, and then we'll see how many boxes I got for this first pull of honey. It'll be a little bit. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hello, it is Wednesday, July 8th, and I'm pulling the last of my honey supers out of this final yard, which is my home yard. And I actually have a few honey supers out here, which I don't usually get because I usually have just small nukes and things that I'm starting out here. But this year, I've had several hives that have done quite well, so I've stacked honey supers on them. And I'll get a little bit of honey off this yard. I don't know what they're bringing in, but they're bringing something in. Anyway, I'll pull these, and I've got 6 boxes out in the yards I did yesterday that I put over a bee escape, so I'll have to hurry and go pull those, but they should be pretty quick. And the last thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to check my cell builder finisher out here. Hopefully I've got some queen cells. I did some grafts not quite 2 weeks ago. They should be coming off this week, and hopefully I have some queen cells. My track record hasn't been very good this year, so hopefully I've got something this time. I like to requeen in the summer, and I know that's a little different than some people, but I like to requeen in the summer because one, I get a fresh queen going into winter, and she will lay a little bit heavier for a little bit longer into the fall, which helps build that brood nest and that cluster size going into winter. So I like to do that. The other reason I like to do my requeening this time of year is weather's perfect, which makes queen mating flights whenever they're ready to go. There's plenty of drones out there, so I don't have to worry about drone population, and I usually get a pretty good mating success. And the last reason I like to do it is come spring, these new queens will just explode, and they will take off and just go, go, go. And they generally won't want to swarm this coming spring. Because that'll be their first spring. I think the statistics are, I don't know, most people say that queens want to swarm their second spring. Well, this coming spring will only be their first spring. So my swarming tendencies go way down in the spring if I do my requeening now. And if something doesn't quite work out, I've still got a little bit of time. I can requeen. I can raise a few more cells and still requeen. It gives me a chance. It gives the bees a brood break. And even though we're in a bit of a nectar flow, I like that brood break right now because they will just continue to bring in honey, and they're not consuming it as quickly trying to raise brood for just a brief period of time. It gives me a window to do an oxalic acid vaporization in the middle of the summer. I see a lot of advantages of just requeening in the summer rather than first thing in the spring. And I get why people do it first thing in the spring, but I like to do it in the summer. So that's what I'm going to do today. Just pull these honey boxes and let's go check on these queens and see if I've got any queen cells. Hopefully my take is a little better this time. All right, let's walk back here and see what we've got going. Let's see if these queen cells are still in place. Garden's struggling this year. It's just been hot and dry. But we take what we get, do the best we can. All right. Let's see here. Let's set you up right here. I gave this hive part of a pollen patty, and looks like they've pretty well devoured it. Let's see what we've got for cells. Hopefully we got something. Please. Oh, yeah, we got something. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that one's not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I've missed 4 if I'm counting correctly. They're not huge cells. Looks like I've missed 4. Well, I'll take what I can get. Hopefully they'll be okay. I will I'll be pulling these probably tomorrow. Or that'd be 26 out of 30. That's way better than what I've been getting. I'll have to pull that box off when I've got a couple of honey supers here that I'm going to pull, so I'll come back to it. And the rest of this, these two were put over bee escapes. I'm hoping they're cleared out. They've been there for a couple of days. Only one way to find out. Hopefully my hive lifter will go that high. Oof. All right, this moment of truth, see if these bee escapes worked. Oh, I don't think anybody's home up here. Sweet. All right. Pull that right off. Come on. Oh yeah, sweet. There's hardly anybody home there. I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna set those right there for a minute. And I'll take this back to the shed before the bees find it. That worked rather well. All right, now let's give these gals another box to work with. Oh, maybe two. Maybe I should have pulled that one as well. Maybe I should have pulled this one as well. It's not capped. Not capped, but it's full clear out to the outside edge. So that's beautiful. I'm gonna give them maybe 2 boxes. See if these ladies will do something with 2 boxes. They must have some nectar flow going on. I'm getting white wax in my bee escape in 2 days. Looks like it's the same way. Oh, come on. Does not want to come off. Oh, they're heavy. That's why the hive lifter's struggling with that. Those 2 are heavy. Whew. Heavy, heavy. Oh yeah. I like that. Oh, this one's not quite as full, but I think I'll give them 2 boxes anyway. I'm running out of drawn comb, so this box has mostly foundation in it, a couple of kind of bait frames right in the middle. This box on top is a 9-frame super. So if they fill those 2 up, plus the 2 that I pulled off, that'd be 5 supers. I doubt they'll fill it up, both of these, but they may fill one of them. So that'd be 4 supers off of this hive and the hive next to it if they do that. So that's okay. 4 supers, 120 pounds of honey off a hive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I suspect they'll fill at least one of these empty ones up. This one's full, so that'd be 3 supers for sure. And this one's almost full, so that'll be 3 for sure. And if they fill one of these, that'll be 4 supers off of each one of these hives. I can live with that, especially in this dry year. That's what I'm doing today. Pull these honey supers off. I've got 1, 2, 3 hives here that's got honey on them that I'm going to pull, and then I'll go gather up the rest of the supers that I put over bee escapes, and then I've got to clean out my shed so that I can set it up for honey extraction, and that'll be this weekend. We're supposed to get triple digits this weekend, so it's going to be hot, and I'll just be in my shed sweating, hopefully getting this honey extracted. I'm out, so this will come in at a good time. Appreciate you watching. If you like what I'm doing, like to see what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I appreciate the comments. I like the comments. Hopefully we've got some queens. Tomorrow I'll be dropping those queen cells in, and I'll show you what I do with that tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.